Yo, hello. What is good? It is the last day of the week. How is everyone doing? Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? It's the last day of the week for us to trade. Tomorrow's a bank holiday with no red folder news. But how's everyone doing? Oh, I can put things in the chat now as well. That's pretty cool. How's everyone doing? Hey guys, hey Curtis, Glenn, Mark, Elizabeth. GJ looks good, alright. It looks good, alright. It looks alright. Hey Terry, how's it going? Euro GBP might be ready soon. Yeah, it's a weird one. Let's see if we can just wick down into this and form a fair value gap. Good, being a slow week for me. Work has got in the way. Oh man. Keep up the consistency, you won't have to be there much longer. You know what I'm saying? NQ? I don't trade NQ. I think I've got a delay as well. By 10 minutes. So... I'll probably... tell you what. I'll get that from the next stream. Let me write that down. I don't trade it, but I mean, we can look at it. I think why not be up to date? What are these emojis all about? I don't know. It lets me type now. And I can pin messages. Hey Leo, how's it going? That's pretty cool. The YouTube business. I always thought you could, but why would you as you were speaking? I don't know. I never really realised I could until like now, so... So I think Euro GBP is our only real setup that we can see at the moment, guys. We want to basically mitigate this 4-hour fair value gap, which I think we've technically done now, right? With this wick going through it. So we've technically done that now, but you know, we want to see a bit more of a better push. GJ is looking good on the 1 minute. There is a nice accumulation on the 1 minute. We want to manipulate up and then distribute down. Let me walk you through the bias really quickly on GJ, right? Really quickly. So you can see multiple fair value gaps here. We disrespected this one with this close. We disrespected this one with the close here as well, but then respected this one down here, right? So that automatically makes us bullish. So then we pushed up, bullish, right? The 4 hour had a fair value gap that it needed to come back to here as well. So when we tapped into this, we then instantly needed to come back up to this imbalance that we formed on the 4 hour, right? Which we then inversed, okay? Which meant we needed to come to these highs right here. So we've inversed it, which made it bullish, then came to these highs, which has now made it bearish, and the same thing has happened on the 1 hour as well. We inversed this tiny imbalance right here, and this right here, which meant we needed to come to the highs, but we also took highs out anyway. So we are pretty nicely bearish on these higher time frames, or like the 1 hour and the 4 hour. The daily's bullish, which is annoying, but I mean, we can go with the lower time frames and still be fine. So we're looking for sells, right? And this is what we want to see. We want to see a nice manipulation to the upside, taking out all the highs that we've just formed, then form an imbalance, which we inverse in a couple of candles, take that entry, and then we can target, pretty much wherever we want on the way back down. Can I trade GJ on London or only New York? You can trade GJ on London and New York because it's GBPJPY, right? It's got the pound, which is directly correlated with London session. Hi, can you just analyze NQ&ES for a second? I do have a 10-minute delay. I'm going to change that for the next stream. But in terms of handling all-time highs, just keep on doing the same thing, right? Obviously, we want retracements here and there. We're not just going to shoot straight up, but you're not just instantly bearish because we're at all-time highs. So just treat it like normal. Don't treat it differently, right? It is normal. Treat it normally. So literally, we took out these highs here, so we needed the retracement. And that's pretty much it. But that's news, so it could change. But I mean, just trade it as normal, as you normally do. Right. So, GJ on the 1 minute. This is looking like it's going to be our setup, guys. This is looking like it's going to be our setup. This and Euro GBP as well. Both of these. We just need to form a fair value gap on Euro GBP. Let me show you the bias as well really quickly. So, the daily is obviously bearish, right? Because we took out these highs. The 4 hour is bullish now because, it's respecting this fair value gap as far as we know. And the 1 hour is the same. Took lows, respecting this, needs to retrace back up. We are in the process of forming a 1 hour fair value gap, so I'm not really that confident in this trade. I think I'm more confident in GBPJPY, right? If we can get an entry on this, I'll be really happy. So thanks, friend. Simple. Watch the target if I'm bullish on all-time highs. If you're bullish on all-time highs, yes, use the Fibonacci. Preferably the gold zone. I think I don't really use that much anymore, but I think I still got it here. Just use that. So if you're on the 5 minute, where would you target? So it's right. Okay. I think I'm using the Fib retracement now. So if you use the extension, I think that'll be a bit different. I use the retracement tool though. But I mean, we came back to that gold zone. Now we're coming up. That is pretty cool. I like the Fibonacci. It's really strange how it works. I mean, if we use this, how does that work? It works the same way, right? I don't even know how to use this. I've never had to use this before. But yeah, use the fib. But this is looking like it's going to be our setup, guys. Could you not take Euro GBP on the 1 minute? I mean, kind of, yeah, but it's, look how messy that is. I'd rather this. It looks like we're going to get this entry now as well, to be fair. Because we are pushing up slightly. Right, okay, this could be it. Let's see if we can push up now. You know, something like that would do. It's looking like it's a tough day to trade today. What has just happened? Right, still searching, still need that push up. The gold trade I never entered just hit full TP. I mean, don't worry about it. If you didn't get a valid entry, you know, it's good that you didn't take it. Right, okay. This could be it. Like up the stream if you're going to take this trade with us, guys. This could be the move. You know, the YouTube business. trade there, push GJ down as I'm in GU long. I mean, you know, it just depends. Who's a better trader? Nah, but, you know, I mean, guess we'll see who wins. If we do get an entry, obviously, you know. GBP Swiss franc also consolidating. Let's have a look. GBP Swiss franc. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not going to go for one of these scatty little pairs that we barely trade. I want to focus on GJ. I'm going to see, this setup is the one I want to play out. I'm not going to take some random one because, I'm not going to lie, I am feeling a little bit desperate for a setup here. I do want to end the week nice and strong. But, you know, we've got to keep our standards high. So I'm waiting on GJ. Waiting to see if we can just push up. But we're getting a nice long accumulation at these highs, which means one thing and one thing only, we are running out of steam. So if we can push up, get a little, you know, IFEG going on there, a little sexy IFEG, we could probably take this trade, and I'm pretty happy with this one. So view on gold, I think we were looking at a consolidation before, but there's just no entry, like there's fair value gaps here that you shouldn't be entering inside of, because we could just reverse. So all I would say is wait for a consolidation and then we can go from there. But right now it looks kind of bullish. Needs a little bit of a retracement there, right? Got 15 minutes left on the 1 hour, so you know we could end up pushing up to this fair value gap here. But let's see what's going on with GJ. I'm going to focus on this one. It looks pretty nice. I'm liking this accumulation. And what did I tell you on the private stream, by the way? When I was on the phone with the Bank of England, I told you, they told me it would start consolidating now, and look at what has happened. Can we just kind of like, you know, appreciate that? Because that's pretty cool. Because I did say that, and then it happened. Because I'm fucking amazing. I'm joking. Come on. Like up the stream if you're going to take this trade. This is a beautiful accumulation here. All we need is a nice manipulation just to top it off with a nice little kiss, an IFEG there. Boom, take that trade. And we can be humble, you know, we could be humble, go for a 1.6R and just target this side. Or, you know, we can be a little bit frisky and go for like this 1 hour imbalance, which would give us like a 7R trade, which does not sound realistic at all. But I mean, let's see what happens, you know. Let's see what happens. All we need is a nice push up. Well, it's 5 bullish candles really. 5, 6 bullish candles in a row. Push up, then reverse, and then we're good. Then we're happy. But I think I'll be happy with this, to be honest. If we can get a setup that looks exactly like this, or maybe even better, I'm pretty happy with that. News in 10 minutes. There is news in 10 minutes. That's what we could be waiting for, to be fair, Elizabeth. That is a good shout. I forgot about that. We do have news in 10 minutes. Wait, do we? Yeah, we do. We have news in 10 minutes, so we could be waiting for that. Which is annoying, to be honest with you. But I'm liking this. I'm liking this little thing we've got going on here. We got this. We got this, chat. We got this. Why are you trading now and not on market open? Market open was 20 minutes ago. Euro JPY. Wow. Beautiful. That's beautiful. What's the bias on this? Is it? Yeah, it's bearish mainly. So we're going to set an alert at the other side of this. If it gets pinged, then we can look at it. But this is the one I want. Watch us get an entry just before news, like 2 minutes before news or some shit. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Have faith. This is a 5-minute candle though with no bottom wick. We are fucked. Little fair value up here as well. $10 mins, surely you should charge it till news. Yeah, obviously. We're gonna see what happens though. Let's see. Got 9 minutes left. I want a nice little push up. Maybe news could give us that push up, you know. Maybe news could give us that. If we're consolidating the whole time. Oh, this is a beautiful consolidation. But I tell you, time and time again, this is what happens after a big move. Euro GBP. Yeah, it's a little bit glitchy though, and it's jumping around and that. I don't really like that. It puts me off. But it is a good consolidation, regardless. Got an alert set here, and on EJ, I think, right? But it looks like we're on pretty much everything. We're just kind of waiting for news. Which is annoyingly the time we're pushing up on GJ. Let's see though. It's mad, isn't it, how a consolidation works? Like each time you think it's gonna just start pushing up now. You just think it's gonna keep going up. Like it looks like it could just keep going up, but it could just reverse and come down, and then you're gonna think it's gonna go down, but then it just reverses and goes back up. Like that's what was going on over here. Like we were waiting for a push up. There'll be an entry when you sits. You called it. Like up the stream though. Like up the stream if you're going to be patient, you know what I mean? Because we got to chill. Obviously we do have news. We can't really take a trade before that, but we can look for the setup. I don't see a harm in looking at a setup, you know what I'm saying? Like up the stream if... Why not? Why not? The YouTube business, you know how it is. 6 minutes left. Let's see what happens. So this is what we're looking out for. ISM services PMI. Greater than is good. So I think best case for us right now would probably be equal to the forecast, right? Which is 50.8. If we get 50.8, then it's pretty neutral, which is what we want during a consolidation. Then we can potentially look at, you know, a little move like that. Because we don't want it to be like over the top bullish, because if it's bullish, then we will obviously get a manipulation, but that will probably just then turn into a distribution and we'll just continue up. And then we also have bullish news contradicting our sells, which is annoying. And then obviously on the other hand, if it's bearish, you know, it's just gonna shoot down. But to be fair, if it's bearish, I mean, that'll be alright too if we push up. You know, at least we'll have news on our side for that. But this is a beautiful consolidation. We've been live just watching this go sideways, which is pretty cool to see in my opinion. Like, it's strange how it works. Let's see what news gives us, guys. Let's see what news gives us. This is a wonderful consolidation. I love this so much. Please do not manipulate. All we need to do, guys, is wait like 2 minutes for news. 2 minutes and 40 seconds for news, right? We want it to be neutral. I don't think you can see it because of my face cam, but if I just drag it down a little bit there, you can see 50.8. That's the forecast, which means that's what they're expecting it to be. If it is that, that's good, right? For us, because it's kind of neutral. Obviously it's an increase since last time, so it's technically bullish. But if it's bigger than this, then we'll have a bigger bullish reaction. See how this, it's pretty strange, isn't it? The consolidation, we just looked like we were going to go down then and just completely shot straight back up. 2 minutes left. Let's see what this gives us. Let's see what this gives us. We want a neutral thing. We want a neutral news, right? That is what we want. What's going on with the other pairs? Let's just quickly check that as well. So Euro GBP has shot up and kind of manipulated here up, which is bad. Euro JPY is trying to manipulate up as well. Obviously we can't take a trade. We've got a fair value gap forming which is inside the accumulation, so we can't really take that anyway. But if we continue up, maybe invalidate this imbalance, then continue up, that'll be a pretty cool entry later on in about 10 minutes time. GU started consolidating, GBP CAD is consolidating, Euro CAD is consolidating, USD CAD is consolidating, USD Swiss franc, CAD Swiss franc, USD JPY, Euro USD, AUD USD, Bitcoin, gold, NQ is probably consolidating, but I'm 10 minutes behind, so I won't fucking know for another 10 minutes, but we're going to fix that for the next stream, right? We're going to fix that for the next stream. Then anyone who trades NQ, I can have a quick look at it for you as well. But that's Euro JPY pinging us there. We've got 1 minute until news, about 45 seconds, actually. Here we go on GJ. Coming to the other side of the range again now. It's pretty weird how this works. I like watching the consolidation. But let's see how this goes. We are trying to manipulate up now, so at least we're on the good side of the accumulation. You know what I'm saying? Because if we manipulate now, it's a good thing for us. Apart from the size of the fair value gap, that is not a good thing. Looks like this might be bearish. Let's see how it goes. 3, 2, 1. Pending. Oh yes, equal to. Get in. But it's still technically bullish, so we might still have a bullish reaction, but it's equal to, which is wonderful. Okay, we're getting this now. Like up the stream, one step closer now. We're having a manipulation to the upside. One step closer. Remember how I said this has got to have, this is kind of like 5 parts. So there's the accumulation, which is part 1. Part 2 is manipulate. Part 3 is form a fair value gap, and part 4 is sweep liquidity, and part 5 is inverse the fair value gap, right? Right now, we've formed the fair value gap and swept liquidity. All we need to do now is inverse a fair value gap, which could hopefully be this one, but doesn't look like it. I told you it could still be perceived as bullish because it's an increase from last time. It's greater than, which is good for Forex. So it's a bit of a weird one. Like up the stream, guys. You've seen this play out. This is like, you've got to see this step by step, all the way from over here. Like up the stream if you haven't already. We've got 3 fair value gaps formed right here, which is a pain in the ass because, you know, it's just annoying. But I mean, we could use the 5. We could go to the 5 as well. That is also an option because we have had an accumulation on the 5 right here. So we could use the 5 as well, but let's see what happens because I mean it's pretty low R now, but we could still get an entry, and we would have to force break even when we tap into this, and it has only been 2 minutes since news. But we could enter here and then just force break even when we go here, because obviously there's a 1 minute fair value up there. Or we could wait for a 5 minute fair value gap. So whichever happens first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set an alert like around here, just so we know and remember to check the 1 minute there. But I mean, we could use the 5 as well. So we're still in this. We're still in this. We're still at part like 2 or 3. You know, we finished accumulating. We started manipulation in the right direction. So that's the main thing, right? Do you think Euro GBP is still on the table? To be fair, on the 5, yes. On the 5 it is. Maybe not this cycle, but definitely this one. Definitely still on the cards. And I think that alert there is still valid to be there. So yeah, it could still potentially happen. We'll wait and see if we get pinged for it or not. GJ, let's see how this closes, because we could end up getting a similar entry, but the risk to reward ratio, we probably will end up having to target, you know, like this halfway through here, or maybe even just going for a full TP in the 1 hour fair value gap, but there's potentially 2 of them now. Let's just draw that out. Yeah, so we would look to target here, right? And that's if we don't go any higher than we are right now. We've got a 5 minute with no top wick, so we may flip there. Low key GU on the 1 minute had an entry. Daily's bullish, but 4 hours bearish, 1 hour's bearish, 30 minutes bearish as well, 15 is bearish. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm not going to rush into anything, because if we were looking at this from the start, then maybe, but I don't just want to jump into it just because it's there. I mean, I don't know what a target would be. We'd figure that out later, but what do you guys think? Anything. I think this is my main focus, this GJ trade, because you know we could inverse this if we just hold on a sec with the 2 minute, with the in the next 2 minutes. If we just hold on a sec, we could take a decent little entry there. So it's 7 minutes away, potentially. Come on, just hold the line, please. If it gets any smaller than this, then it kind of becomes a bit of an issue. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, I don't think we can. There we go. Slowly just fucking invalidating that whole thing. Is that even a fair value gap now? No. Right, so what about the 1 minute? There's no IFEGs. Like, fuck's sake. There's one here, but it's took way too long and it's already swept liquidity. GU's chilling. We could take GU. Euro JPY could still be the move though. But I mean, probably the weaker of the two, isn't it? So GU could be the one. Gold is looking nice on the 5 minute. It's not looking that good, I can't lie. GJ has inversed that 1 minute now, but it's took way too long. Oh fuck. Fuck's sake. This is so annoying. Too late for GU. I'm gonna take that anyway. GJ's not giving us an entry, that's the annoying thing. There is a tiny fair value. I guess you could say that, yeah. But that just lowers the risk to reward ratio way too much. I mean, we could technically, right? We could technically take it. Euro JPY as well does look decent. And that is bearish on everything. If we take this, not really, I'd take profit. What's the 1 hour looking like? GJ is inversing this though. It does mess the risk to reward ratio up a little bit. Like, where does it become 1? You know what I mean? Like, it would have been 1.6 here before, and that's if we close up there. So it does become a little bit lower, but I mean, it does look alright. Let's see how this candle closes. I think we could take this, to be fair. I think I might take this, to be fair. EJ on the 5 minute down to the middle of the 1 hour fair value gap. Yeah. Could take this. There is a 15 minute fair value gap right here, which we have to look out for. There's a lot in the way. There's a lot in the way. 5 minute doesn't really matter too much, but it lines up with the 15. So I think if we do take this, we'd probably have to go break even here, or manage the trade heavily when we do get here. Then again, manage the trade there, and then let it run. What would be that bishop? Wow, fucking hell. Barely worth it. I want to inverse both. If we can inverse both, if we inverse here and on here, I'll take that. EJ has less fair value gaps. Yeah, I do like this one a bit better, to be fair. Even though the risk to reward ratio is kind of lower. This looks like it's not even going to give us an entry. So be ready. We're either going to take this on GJ, EJ, or not at all. Okay, so it's closed in there. That is not even worth it, to be honest, because we'd have to go break even here. We could take it, but it's the risk to reward ratio, like, it's not worth it. It isn't worth it at all. Because we basically just have to hold the whole thing to full TP. I mean, you can take it if you want, it's a valid entry. Don't get me wrong. You have to go break even the second we get here. But it is close to the other side of the accumulation well, but you'd have to go straight to break even the second it taps here. So I'm not going to take this. Maybe if we closed a bit higher up, we could have. Same with EJ. If we inverse this, we could have, but we didn't. We can see how the next 5 minute go though. We can see how the next 5 minute candle goes. GBP CAD. What's the bias? Is it bullish? Kind of. No, it's not. I mean, no, it is. It is on the 4 hour. The daily. It's bullish as well. Okay. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. But we'd have to invest this. Again, that risk to reward ratio is not looking nice at all. Because if we inverse it with a decent close, it's like here, right? If we enter there, stops below here, that's if we go up right now. Where's the target? Up here. 1.7 risk to reward ratio. Euro JPY is looking like it's going to be our play. If we don't get this one, we'll leave it. We'll leave it if we don't get this one. It's equal high, but so strong liquidity draw. G would have been full TP. Fuck. What are the odds? Oh, I've got a mad TP like this. It's because I'm better than you. You can't understand why my TP is here because you're shit. I don't know why my TP's here either, to be honest with you. I don't think there's any reason. I think I just put it there because I couldn't find anywhere else to put it. Euro JPY is probably our only hope at the moment, and it's fucking reversed. Gee, it was a good one though. That was a good shout. I think I said this as well, like I didn't want to just rush into it, but I mean, I probably should have took that. Cannot lie. Euro JPY is our only hope, and we fucking bounced straight back up. Told you it'll be a tough day. Also remember, this is the last day of the week. Tomorrow is a bank holiday and there's no red folder news. Euro GBP, that is a shout. Still going sideways. This is what happens with pairs like this sometimes. When we have like currencies that are both strong, this is what tends to happen. Because what we need to go in one direction is for these to be either one of them like a lot weaker than the other one. For example, massive news comes out for GBP, like some woman starts crying or something, like the market might completely crash if that happens. Or, you know, they just go in opposite directions by doing this, by both going in the same way, which sounds completely retarded, but that's the way it works. GJ, to be fair, GJ is respecting this imbalance here. We could get a slightly better entry on this because it is respecting that fair value gap. So it's inverse this, it's respecting this. We could take an entry on this, I think, right? If we inverse this, we could, let's see, if we inverse this 1 minute, we could then even just move stops a little bit, right? Maybe. Then it becomes a lot nicer. But if we inverse this, let's draw it out. GBPJPY sell. Yeah, I think you were going to say the same thing as me there. So it'll be this, right? I don't know about stops being up here. That seems a little bit gimpy. But, I mean, if we put our take profit back up here, it gets a little bit nicer, a little bit more friendly. Ooh, there we go. Okay, great. Perfect. What is going on? Euro JPY doing like the exact same thing. GU, fucking hell, GU. What a miss. What a miss. Bitcoin, gold. For fuck's sake. I think we're just gonna call it a day here, guys. Or better yet, I think we're gonna call it a week. We've tried and tried and tried and seen a great setup and refused to take it like some absolute dickheads. But I mean, can you blame me? I didn't want to rush into anything because I've done that before. I've jumped the gun and fucking got burnt. But it's all part of the process, right? You know, psychology is a constant thing you've got to be working on. So I guess there, maybe I could just say, if you see the setup, fucking take it. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. We tried on GJ, which obviously was my preference. We didn't get that, for fuck's sake. Euro JPY. Gotta remember, if Bev finds it, it's A+. Yeah. But, you know, we've seen on GJ, we've seen on Euro JPY, didn't get anything out of it, really. Now it's just kind of clutching at straws, trying to get an entry. And now that I'm talking about ending the stream, it looks like it's trying to inverse the imbalance, but I think it's a good place to end it here. You know, we're 1.6% up this week. Not bad. 3 trades, I think. And I think 3 trades. 3 or 4. 1.6% made. And it was just 1 win and the rest were break even. So we took no losses this week, which is a good thing. And we've made a profit. So I'm pretty happy to walk away, you know, with that this week. Cannot complain. But obviously you can ask for more. You know, can't blame me for asking for more either. But we will see you all next week. Remember, tomorrow is a bank holiday, so be careful there. Don't do anything stupid. And also keep your eyes peeled for the trade, the Elite Trader series. Forgot the name for a second. The Elite Trader series. I'm going to be releasing a little bit more details on that right now, like exactly what it is and stuff like that. I'm going to be releasing it right now. So go check out the Discord if you haven't already. But other than that, have a great weekend. I will see you all on Monday for the stream at the same time in the same place. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully we get a bit of nice weather. And now we're inversing the fair value gap. Get in. For fuck's sake. It makes me like an absolute dickhead because now I've got to stay here and take a trade. Let's see how we close. Alright, for fuck's sake. We're calling it a day here. If I'm going to take this trade, it's going to be in the Discord, so make sure you join the Discord if you haven't already. But look out for the Elite Trader series information. I'm going to be releasing that very, very soon. There is not an entry on the 5 minute, my friend. But I will see you very, very soon. Preferably on Monday. I'm yapping on at the moment. Look in the Discord, alright, for the Elite Trader series. Like up the stream if you haven't already. Do not miss that. It is stuff I've never ever taught before. But have a good one, and I'll see you all soon. Alright? Have a great weekend, guys.